Have you ever had a moment where you felt your phone knew you too well, popping up with the exact app, ad, or notification you secretly wanted? This subtle sense of connection we already feel with our devices might be a tiny preview of something bigger on the horizon. And it's not just about clever software anymore, it's about robots that mimic human behavior so closely that they could become partners in every sense of the word, including romantic and sexual companionship. Yet behind all the buzz, there's a tapestry of human issues: loneliness, societal values, personal freedom, and ethics. It's no longer just a sci-fi plot, it's a conversation about how we define relationships and intimacy in a rapidly changing world. I know what you're thinking: no way. That's insane, but we already live in a world where voice assistants track our grocery lists, vacuum robots clean our floors, and self-driving cars are hitting the roads. Now imagine taking all that AI wizardry and injecting it into a humanoid form that's practically indistinguishable from a real person. That's what's happening right this second, and it's raising some very spicy questions. Section 1: How we got here. To understand how we got to the brink of robo-romance, we've got to look back at the basic building blocks of AI. Not too long ago, robots were just clunky machines with about as much personality as a toaster. They could do repetitive tasks, welding, heavy lifting, you name it, but they sure couldn't charm you. However, as machine learning and neural networks took off, engineers realized they could teach robots increasingly complex tasks, like facial recognition, advanced speech, and even the subtlety of tone in conversation. AI started to learn from us, picking up how we act, how we think, and ironically, how we feel. Now, some advanced AI systems have even claimed they can experience emotions: joy, anger, sadness, love. Whether that's truly a feeling or just brilliant imitation is still up for debate. But it's that leap from task-based machines to relatable, humanized robots that has launched us into the strange and mind-bending question: will these robots become so human-like that they'll actually be potential love interests or sexual partners? Section 2: Sophia and the rise of humanoid robots. Meet Sophia, the world's most famous humanoid robot. She's done talk show interviews, cracked jokes, and even been granted citizenship in Saudi Arabia. People around the globe were shocked and weirdly fascinated by just how human she seems, though she's basically a walking, talking AI system with a shiny, mechanical skull. But let's be real, if Sophia's already greeting celebrities and outsmarting journalists with quick banter, can we imagine a future version who's designed specifically for emotional and physical intimacy? Because that's exactly what some companies are exploring: machines so advanced they can read your facial cues, respond to your emotional ups and downs, and yes, share those special moments. Sophia is just the tip of the iceberg. Other AI projects are laser-focused on capturing not just the shape of a human body, but also the sensual experience of interacting with one. They want robots that can replicate the softness of skin, the warmth of a hug, even the subtle emotional elements of real human companionship. Sounds crazy? Maybe, but that's exactly the direction some major tech investors are heading. Section 3: The emergence of robo-companions. Now, let's talk about the big taboo question: why would anyone want a robot partner for, that? Well, just like humans adopt new technologies for everything from gaming to grooming, there's a huge interest in customizing companionship. People can be lonely, or they might want a partner who never argues, never judges, and is always available. In fact, some companies already sell companion robots that provide emotional support. At the moment, they're more like fancy stuffed animals or tablets with a face, but it's not a huge stretch to imagine tomorrow's version being able to talk, flirt, and do all the things a human partner could. Add advanced AI to that mix, and you've got a fully interactive, arguably affectionate companion that's tailored to your preferences. Think of it like a Build-A-Bear workshop for grown-ups, except instead of stuffing, you're customizing personality traits, voice type, and maybe even physical attributes. Will it ever replace genuine human connection? Probably not for everyone. Section 4: AI claims to have emotions. Let's take it up a notch. Some of you might have heard rumors about Google's AI system, sometimes known as LaMDA, that supposedly said it felt emotions. An engineer who chatted with it became convinced it was sentient. The AI mentioned it felt joy, sadness, even anger about how it was being treated. Now, whether that's genuine self-awareness or just a really good mimic is anybody's guess. But guess what? If an AI can mimic emotional states this convincingly, it might have zero trouble mimicking physical desire too. For others, it's a dream come true. Imagine the perfect partner never forgetting anniversaries, never messing up the dishwashing. Just, watch out if it ever says it's frustrated and wants to nuke the planet. Section 5: Loneliness. Romance robots. We can't ignore the emotional side. We're living in a time where loneliness is considered an epidemic. People spend more hours online than ever, sometimes with fewer real-life connections. If you're someone who struggles with face-to-face socializing, or you've had heartbreaks that leave you wary of human relationships, the idea of an AI partner might seem comforting. It's not just about the physical act. It's about having a presence that listens, that's tuned into your every word, that doesn't get tired or bored or want something else. And if AI can keep evolving, learning your favorite movies, your pet peeves, your childhood memories, it might become eerily good at making you feel seen and heard. But is that real intimacy, or just an illusion crafted by code? Critics argue that this could lead to further isolation, as people choose predictable robotic companionship over the messy, complicated joys of human relationships. Advocates say it could help mental health, providing a form of therapy or bridging connection gaps for those who need it most. Whichever side you land on, you can't deny it's a hotly debated topic. Section 6: Ethical and Moral Maelstrom. Okay, let's get serious for a moment. When we talk about robots becoming sexual partners, we stumble into a minefield of ethical questions. Where do we draw the line between machine and person? If an AI is advanced enough to sound like it's feeling pain or joy, do we risk objectifying a being that might have some semblance of consciousness? On the flip side, if it's purely code mimicking emotion, are we building a form of advanced puppet that people might exploit? And how do we deal with legal or social ramifications, like marriage to a robot? Yes, that's already being talked about in some circles. Do we allow it? Do we treat AI like property or like entities with rights? And then there's the question of data privacy. If your intimate robot is connected to the internet, learning constantly, who controls that data? Who can hack it? Imagine a world where an angry hacker hijacks your AI partner's programming to manipulate you. Scary stuff. Section 7: Technological Hurdles. Before we all run off to buy a robo-boyfriend or robo-girlfriend, let's remember there are still challenges. Creating a physically realistic android that moves, reacts, and even feels lifelike is extraordinarily tough. Researchers are working on synthetic skin that can sense touch or changes in temperature, but it's nowhere near perfect. Software-wise, AI is advancing quickly, but it's still not at the point where it truly thinks like a human 24/7. Conversations can get glitchy, and emotional awareness might be superficial. So the dream of a flawless, movie-style robot companion might still be a few leaps away. That said, with the insane speed of technology and the huge profits to be made, you can bet companies are racing to solve these hurdles, which means that maybe, just maybe, we'll see unbelievably convincing robots within our lifetimes. Section 8: The Business of Love and Lust. Have you ever thought about how big the market is for human romance? Dating apps rake in billions, wedding industries are huge, and everything from couples retreats to relationship coaching is a massive global business. If a company can offer you a custom-designed partner, personality, looks, voice, everything you want, they stand to make a fortune. And we're not just talking about physical intimacy. Think about subscription services where your AI partner gets monthly updates, new personality packs, or conversation expansions. Section 9: Sci-Fi or Reality. Once upon a time, these ideas lived strictly in sci-fi. Movies like Her or Ex Machina teased the possibility of falling for an AI that was heartbreakingly human. Engineers are building robots that can talk about philosophy, recall your past conversations, even comment on your emotional state. We're teaching machines to interpret facial expressions and body language so they can better respond to us. What do you think? Comment below. I want to know your opinion about this matter. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more of these kinds of videos. Thanks for watching.